Click, clack, bang, bang. Oh, come on, hit you with that old bang, bang. You see it, you see it. Click, clack, bang, bang. Oh, come on, hit you with that old bang. You see it, you see it. Click, clack, bang, bang. Oh, come on, hit you with that old bang, bang. You see it, you see it. Click, clack, bang, bang. Oh, come on, hit you with that old bang, bang. Click, clack, oh, click, clack, oh.
SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame, YouTube.com/@ nothing left to do but win. It's your boy Chaotic Flame, and we are here with the Monster Havik interview. So, of course, I have producer and crumper himself. Monster Havik is in the building. How you doing, brother?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Hey, it's actually an honor to have you up here, and I just want to start with who is Monster Havik.
Monster Havik is what you get when you have no streets to turn to. No gangs, no drugs, nothing. All you have is your innermost evil issues and mental issues. And some things can't be solved with violence. And so, there's me.
Hey, all right. What came first, producing or crumping?
Ooh, good question. Actually, origin story, crumping came first. As far as Monster Havik goes. In my most personal life, yes, music came first. But that's a story for another time.
Understood. Well, if you could briefly run me, like, what attracted you to crump?
What attracted me to crump was the dance.
Yeah. The energy.
Yep.
All right, and all right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen here and let the people see a project that you have with my guest that I had yesterday up here. Yesterday, guys, we interviewed Man Grizzly, and he had a recent battle with someone called Press, and I feel like we did a great job at covering what happened in that battle. And I noticed there was someone else in the background of that battle, though. There was someone else there, and I think it was you that was in that video. Is this true?
That is correct.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen right here, and I'm gonna mute it, and I'm gonna just play some of the things that happened here. So all right, so this is a battle that took place. I mean, if I could, you would probably be better at delivering some of the details of what is happening here if you could.
All right, so this all took place on Monday in Brooklyn. You can see my brothers, Phantom, getting the tracks ready. Man Grizzly getting himself ready. You can see Press behind me. He's getting himself ready. The tension wasn't really there yet, nor did I see it coming.
So right here, everything was pretty much subtle. Hey, how you doing, babe?
Yeah, everything was pretty much subtle. Nothing was going on. Nothing was happening. It was just people getting their tracks ready.
Yeah, and shout out to my guy Phantom, who y'all see right here, wiping down Nick himself. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Phantom. I was actually introduced into this culture via L Sirius and Phantom, and so it's definitely an honor to sit with you here. So there's something that happens very interesting in this battle that I can't wait for that part to come up, because Man Grizzly was speaking about a certain track called Nina, if I'm not mistaken. And that Nina track. I believe. Did you take part in the production of said track?
Yes, it was me and Limit who took part in the production of that track. I
How does
pitched the idea to Limit that Nina is a very important character of that franchise, as she's been in all mainline games since the beginning. So it really would be an unfortunate detriment to the album if we didn't have a track dedicated to the character. So I gave my spin on it. Limit gave his unique spin on it, which you hear throughout the track, the sirens and the handcuffs, which is to this day chef's kiss.
how does it feel to be making a track one day? I don't know where you produce that. Maybe you're in your basement, you're in your room, you're in the studio making a track, and then one day you see your peers dancing to the track that you put your heart and soul into. How does that feel?
It's a wonderful feeling, actually. It's something that I cherish very deeply because I always wanted to be a part of that pool of producers that people go to when they need session tracks or battle tracks or lab tracks. And to this day, I'm working at just that.
All right. So, do we have any upcoming projects?
I will neither deny nor confirm this fact.
All right, all right. Honestly, I meant to get a link to the Mishima Part 1 so I could share it with my community. I am a big fighting game fan. I am a frame data maniac. So when it comes to Tekken, I'm here. I got it right here. I actually got Street Fighter on pause in the background right here. I only play Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. So you're obviously a fan of Tekken. You have to be.
That is correct.
I know that this is nothing to do with Crumpin, but how you feel about Tekken 8? Just quickly, how do you feel about Tekken 8?
Tekken 8 is still a good game. It's just the microtransactions and how rank matches are handled in terms of pluggers. That's not something I agree with. I also halfway don't agree with Eddie being a DLC character, nor do I agree with Lydia Sobieska being DLC once again.
Ooh, okay, man, bro. Bro, we are going to talk off of cam about this fighting games. I can tell you play for real. I'm looking at you. You look like you got some tricks up your sleeve. In Tekken 8, who is your main? I'll let you know. I play Feng Wei. Pardon me. I'm shoulder banging everybody. But who is your main or top two mains? Tekken 8.
My main, Eddie Gordo. Right now, I have no secondary at the moment.
Yeah.
As far as Tekken 8. Tekken 7, it was Eddie and Negan.
Negan was insane with that bat. Oh my God. My homie used to main him and he had this one move I could never get around. I used to get popped upside the head with that bat. And I feel like they did a real good job at translating his character from the show into the game. I really appreciated that. Do you think we get those type of guest characters in Tekken 8 though?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Right now for season 1, we're looking at looks to be some legacy characters and returning characters from the previous Tekken, which is Tekken 7. So we're on the street. Falcon may be next. I just don't know what season. It could be fall, it could be winter. There are only 2 slots left for season 1, so you have to dig deep for that information.
Yeah, and any feeling about Heihachi being gone at all? Any care?
No.
All right, so I'm gonna put the battle back up. Sorry, I am heavy on the games. I got Mario tatted all on my chest. So when it comes to games, I'm always gonna say something. I'm gonna play this. So right here, I see you in the background, hype, and I'm gonna play some of the audio from this as well for a second.
My fellow street disciple. And even off that one botch, he still kept it buck. He still kept it going.
Now, if I could, being that I'm new to this, when you say botch, are you referencing the hat drop?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, he did maintain the momentum after the hat drop, pulling it back up right now. Let's go. And that was the end of his first round. And my favorite part comes at the end. Well, not even the end of Press's first round, the transition from Press's first round into Nick's second round was some of the most hype, craziest shit ever. And I felt every movement as it was happening. So I'm gonna play some audio here.
It's fine.
And the viewership.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna fast forward just a little bit. All right, now if I could, was there something important on front of that hat that he was trying to spell out, or like did it mean, was it like a?
To this day, I have no idea. Maybe he wanted to do something with the hat. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
All right, I'm gonna keep it going. Okay, we got to talk about it.
Let's talk.
That all right. When I seen that, I said, "Oh, the energy is here." But I'm say I've never seen that personally before. As someone that is new to watching front battles, I've never seen that before. To me, it's like, man, just to me, this is what it means. Just shut up and dance, bro. That's what it means to me.
You're actually correct. Shut up and dance. And here's the first mistake that Press makes: restarting the track.
Okay, all right. Now, I'm so sorry to pause the video and interrupt. Why was that a mistake, sir?
Because Man Grizzly basically told him without words, you know what you need to do. Why are you relying on the hat? Just go off.
Damn.
In my opinion, he didn't need to restart the track, especially if it was mine and limits.
Oh,
So
okay.
That's your first mistake.
All right, we're gonna let this play out as we can.
And even
I'm sorry,
bigger
go ahead,
mistake
brother.
comes right here.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Now, looking back at that clip where it looks like he slapped me, but he really didn't. I don't know what that is. I think that's a sign of weakness. But I know that I had nothing to do with whatever Press is going through at that time that it would warrant that. But I do know that one day he will answer for that.
I like this guy, bro. I'm a fan. Let's keep this thing going. Yeah. All right. So that confused me. And even when I saw that yesterday, I had to ask Nick, I'm like, yo, what's up with that? And then, I'm doing my research. And this guy says, I don't know why everyone made a big deal about it. Me and Havik go way back. So is he validating what he did based on the history of you guys' friendship?
Who, Press?
Yeah, Press.
Repeat the question again.
All right. Did it seem like him putting a post up? He put a post up of him swinging at you, right? And he kind of said, don't make a big deal out of this. Me and Havik go way back. It seemed like he was trying to echo the sentiment of, like he was trying to walk back his action almost.
You can't walk back an action after you did it. And that goes not only for Crump, but that also goes for real life. Now, I do agree that there is no beef. However, I still maintain that action, and now that has been mentioned by you and other people, now he's going to have to answer for that.
All right. I'm loving what's going on here. So what has to happen now between you and Press? Because I did some history, and haven't you made like an anthem for this guy in the past? Is that true?
That is true.
This is deep. This is a story here. What has to happen next?
I believe he knows what has to happen. Unfortunately, social media is not one of those things.
I like this guy.
I'm not going to say it in this interview. Because personally, how we as dancers conduct ourselves are different. Press conducts themselves in a way that may be to some people, but not everybody. Versus me, I'm different.
And if I could, I want to point out that even after his action, you can still be seen honoring the sport, still, I don't want to say ad-libbing, still cheering on, still hyping up the performance, still honoring the craft. You're not letting the emotion get to you. And I just wanted to say, I noticed that and I admire that.
That's also a difference between me and Press. That is also a big difference. And
now, I'm sorry, bro. Now, can you say what you were going to say, sir? Pardon me.
I'll say this. When you go into battles like this, the worst thing you can do is go into a battle frustrated. Go into a battle carrying your personal issues with other people and taking it out on the people that helped you is a pretty big mistake.
I'd have to agree. I would have to agree.
When you do battles in Crump, your opponent should be your only focus, not who's hyping, whether that opponent is a part of a rival crew or rival fam or state or country, creator or leader. Your opponent is the only thing you should focus on. It's kind of like a battlefield between samurais, except there's people hyping. But in the end, separate the people that hype from your opponent. There's only one of us. Only two of us in that battlefield, and only one of us gets to leave.
Damn, bro. I love how serious you take this shit, bro. You my type of guy, bro. I swear I'm going to hit you up after this. So, if I could, this part of the battle, in my opinion, as someone that's new here, this was one of my favorite moments of the battle. I'm going to play some of the audio here, and I'm going to let it rock.
Hey, that was solid. That was solid, bro. That was... Let's go, man. Let's go. Whoa! God, that's crazy. Oh! God.
Oh my God. All right. So if I could, when I was speaking to Man Grizzly yesterday, he said that when he heard Press put this track on, he said he felt comfortable, said he felt at home, said he's labbed to this song so many times, says he knows it and has heard it. And you guys have routinely labbed to this over the course of, I don't know the duration, but and it seemed he didn't even let any effect from Press's round resonate with the crowd before he comes in on the same beat and turns up the intensity on that same beat and shows like, bro, this was like a little masterwork in my opinion. Now I'm new here. Maybe this happens all the time, but was that a moment?
That was a moment, and which is why you have to pick your tracks carefully. Like you said, he was comfortable. Certain tracks are important. How you start your battle off, how you finish it. Your track is very important, which is why you have to have good track selection. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And in Press's case, he tried. But again, because Man Grizzly's been with me for all this time, he knew about this track long before the battle even took place. You're inadvertently giving the other opponent the advantage because of his knowledge of the track, the beat pattern, the melodies, the 4 count. Maybe when Press selected that track, maybe he wanted to damage Man Grizzly some more through playing my track. Just maybe. In the end, it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because if you're not able to kill anybody off or kill off that round, what effect did it have in the end? You just gave the other opponent the advantage. And now you're in deep trouble. You're in danger of losing a battle that you picked a track too. And you have to eat that in front of the producer that co-produced the track. That's not a good feeling. Just imagine if one of the creators were there. One of the creators of Crump. Just imagine if other people that don't like any of us or Press were there. And they saw that exact moment for themselves live and direct.
Damn,
Food for thought.
Right. That was so heavy, bro. And to answer the question you put out there, yeah, the only thing it did was give the advantage to Man Grizzly. That's the only thing that did. And I saw something there in that moment right there, combined with the energy I seen in the beginning, is why I had to reach out and get some interviews going about what happened and what transpired in this battle. I'm so interested. Yes, hold on. I gotta play that part too. That was crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna play a little bit of this audio again. Damn. Shout out the Phantom, bro.
Day one shit.
Yo, and if I could, when I see Phantom busting moves, he just looks like he's designed to do this, bro. His outfit, the way he rocks his hat, his dark clothing, and just his whole demeanor. I just love the character and the energy I get from when I see Phantom move, man. Can I ask you a question about an upcoming event happening in New Jersey? Mind you, I don't know where you're resonated, but will you be at New Hype City 5?
Absolutely. I'll be there. I've been there since the first event. I'll be there again. I'll spectate. I'll see what's what. Because that is a part of Jersey hype history, if not the history of the state itself.
Definitely looking forward to that event. That is going to be my first Crump event. So I'm definitely looking forward to engaging with the community in real time and just being a part of the energy. So I know we did ask you about any musical things happening in the future. I know you can't confirm nor deny, but are there any upcoming battles that you might have coming up that you can speak on?
I can say this. If it comes to a battle, there's only two words. Amor fati.
I love it, man. We're going to get back to some of this footage here. 1 second as I share the screen. So this is a moment of, in my opinion, it's like, yo, I feel like this is, I'm trying to find the words to explain this. He sees what just happened. I feel like Man Grizzly's round was so effective, but the duration was short that he couldn't even get his breath or his thoughts together properly for this one. It ain't the same energy I've seen in round one, in my opinion. He is still moving. I do feel like he is a worthy adversary. And I do understand he is merging two styles, if I'm not mistaken, of flexing and Crump. Is there like a big division between those communities?
Sadly, there is.
Damn. That's unfortunate.
Some people just don't want to understand Crump as a dance. And unfortunately, some things do not work.
Do you want to speak on the recent interview that happened with Tight Eyes at all?
No.
Understood. Respectfully.
I say, let the chips fall where they may when it comes to the creators of this dance. They know what they've done.
Well worded, well worded. So right here, we got more footage right now. I believe that this is Press's second round. I'm going to play a little bit of the audio, though. Let me give him some audio.
This is another track that Limit produced for the Mishima album.
This was off the Mishima album. What's the name? What is the title of this track?
The title of this track, I believe, it's called 300 Pounds, if I'm not mistaken. There's another track that played that should have been played, which was, if I can pull this up on my personal computer really quickly.
All right.
Yes. Press's second round, he picked 305 Pounds. That's the name of the track, the fourth track on the album. 305 LBS, which means pounds. And there's a track after that called King Grab. We all know that King, the second, not the first, the second is a grappler. Well, both Kings are grapplers, but you know what I mean.
Understood. Yes, sir. What is it about Tekken that made you want to merge like Tekken and Crump? Like, where did the spirit of that come from? Because that is brilliant, I must say. It's brilliant.
It was all Limit's idea, actually, and he saw potential in me. And so we collabed previously on an album called Skull Grills. And because I've been chopping it up with him a lot. He's been teaching me a lot about crump music, and he's been telling me his experiences. He felt as though I was fit for this collab, which I'm still to this day grateful for that he selected me.
I have it now pulled up on the screen. Can you see my screen, sir?
I can see your screen, yes.
All right. Now there's a little delay behind us right now due to some tech. All right, we should be good now. All right. So yeah, we got the Mishima, Stako, and Monster Havik album here on Bandcamp for anyone that is interested. You can hear all the bangers. We got the track 305 Pounds, which is track number 4 off the Mishima album, and the track that you referenced afterwards, track 5, King Grab 'em.
Yeah. Buy the full album, you get more tracks.
Hey, I like that. I like that. And there's also the ability to purchase the entire discography from people that put music up on Bandcamp. So you could go to Bandcamp, you could look up Stako, Monster Havik, you could type in Mishima, it's going to pop up. We got some buck tracks here. They've gained a lot of popularity throughout the years. And how does it feel to see someone crump into your track over in California or in Texas? Like locally, it's cool seeing your peers doing it, but like how is that?
It's a great feeling. So great. And I'm grateful that crumpers have picked my tracks to dance to, as well as Limits tracks. I feel like in that way we're getting the message across that East Coast crump producers, we will make noise if need be.
Now that may have been the most perfect transition ever, because I did want to jump back on the production. For anyone that produces beats, trap beats, hip hop beats, sample beats, any type of production, for someone that wants to get into producing crump tracks, what are some initial things that a regular old producer might need to know or understand before even attempting this?
You need to understand how similar crump music is to hip hop. Understand its similarities and understand how a dancer moves to crump tracks, both new and old, as well as the history and its evolution.
Is there a certain tempo that is your favorite tempo to work with as far as producing crump beats?
To be honest, there is no favorites. I can work with some, maybe not all.
Yeah.
But I have no favorites at the moment. Whatever fits the track, whatever makes the track more buck to me at the moment.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed, in classical hip hop, usually the drums stay on the 4 count. I noticed there are offbeat drums in crump, and I love it. How do you know when to deviate from the norm when you're doing those drums? I've been listening to your music for the last hour before we did this, and I hear it. How do you even know when to skip that? How do you just feel it? Is it a feeling?
It's all feeling.
Now, can I ask what software you utilize for your production, sir?
Fruity Loops Studio.
FL. FL has become insanely popular over the course of the last 5 years or so, if not longer. I remember the very first initial Fruity Loop. When the developer first released it, you just got that one little 16 with the 16 hits on it. You got your 4 tracks and you got your 16 different beats or 16 bars. Pardon me for not understanding the verbiage. And then, they've definitely taken that platform and taken it to the next level to where some of the most popular songs are being created on that software. So definitely a notable software. And as we are, damn, we've passed the 30-minute mark, but is there anything that you would like to say to the world, to the Crump world, to the world, to press, to Nick, to anybody, anything that you would like to say? I want to give you the floor and the opportunity to speak, sir.
Well, first, I'd like to give my shout outs. Shout outs to my day one, Phantom. Been there since Crump was even born. And I will maintain this fact. Man Grizzly, this man has personally came to my house and we worked on some of the tracks on our album. And to this day, I love him. I love him. I love Phantom. And, you know, shout outs to Lemon. I love him as a brother as well. Even though he hasn't been to my house specifically, we've seen each other at sessions. He's always dropping gems. That's a very important person to really learn from, to really, really build a friendship with. As long as you don't play about him and me, you're cool. And shout out to the EBK fam. I am Monster Bones really for a reason. And of course, shout out to the big homie Bones really. As far as for press, wear it in health.
All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to share my screen. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry, brother. Is there anything else you wanted to say? I feel like I had cut you off there. Pardon me.
I'm going to say this. Jersey Crump will always withstand the test of time. Even as creators of this dance beef amongst themselves and other crews take sides, always remember, when it comes to Jersey, we know how to conduct ourselves. We know how to act. More importantly, we know how to handle inconveniences.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's my guy Monster Havik. You want to drop a social media or where can people reach you? Yes, I got to start doing that more. Where can we reach Monster Havik?
Well, you can reach me on Instagram, Monster Havik. I'll send a link to you personally on Messenger. You can follow me there. I don't post much on Instagram, but when I do, it's of the most importance. So you may or may not see some new content. You may see some previews here and there. But more importantly, you're going to see some buck shit.
Hey. Now, yo, bro, I must say, you have gained a fan today, bro. You got this aura, this demeanor, this mystique about you, and then from listening to your music and then watching you how you conducted yourself after the press situation, you still honored the craft, you still cheered on, you still kept it buck. You didn't display any negative traits. I must say, you have some admirable traits about yourself. I can't wait to chop it up with you off stream and see if we could build, generate, produce, collab, and hopefully come back on a platform. So before we go, any last words? Last words.
Last words. Actually, a big shout out to you for reaching out to me. I see you doing your thing over there, and you know what? We need more collabs like this, more unity in trying times. So let's build.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you for coming up on a platform. Once you send me your social media, what I'll do is I'll put it in a link in the description of this video. Thank you for your time, and I'll definitely be reaching out to you, brother. I'm going to close out the show. Appreciate you, Monster Havik.
Appreciate you, too.
My man, $100 grand. Hey. Nothing left to do but win. We'll be taking this walk into the Crump universe. It's going to happen. There's going to be a whole lot more Crump stuff going on here. We're going to keep it buck. I'm going to learn the knowledge. I'm going to learn the history. I'm going to interview people. I'm going to produce. I'm going to make beats. I'm going to pop out to events. I want to be a part of this, man. So here on Nothing Left to Do But Win, you're going to be seeing more interviews, more of me popping up at Crump events. You might even see me try to bust a little move or something. You never know. SoundCloud.com/chaotic flame, YouTube.com/ Nothing Left to Do But Win. We're going to close this out. I'm going to continue playing We're Back by Street Disciples. Let me pull that up and we're going to close out like this. Let me run it back.
Do you know who you fucking with? You see it. You see it. Click, clack, bang, bang. Oh, come on, hit you with that old bang, bang. You see it. You see it. Click,